Well, greetings for color fans, and welcome back to Metarog's channel. And today I'm going to do another complete publisher series. No, another in the series of complete publishers, complete sets, as I call them here in my playlist. In case you're interested in about I don't know how many videos I have of complete sets or runs, probably well into the 30s. But today I'm actually doing a redo of a previous video in which I talked about the Skywald issues put out in 1971, I do believe it was. And the reason I redo is that when I did this video about 3-4 years ago, I did not have the romance titles. Sorry, the romance issues. It's only one title. And thus I figured, well, since I have acquired them, and I'll sort of tell you why and how I acquired them, I'll show the complete set of the Skywald comics, because I don't think that this is something that most or anybody else out there is, blazing a trail to complete. No pun intended, because the first series is called Blazing Six Guns, but. So a quick recap, right, of what Skywald's all about. It is a publishing company that was started by Saul Brodsky, which is the Sky part of Skywald, and Israel Waldman, and I believe his brother also, which is the Wald part. So the Skywald comics. They probably better known for their magazine line and horror magazines than their comics, but they did do a line of comics in 1971, and that's what I'm talking about today. Mostly they were westerns. There was one kind of horror-ish title in there, and then there were the romance lines, the romance comics. I don't know why I say line. It was one title. So anyway, that's enough of my banter here. Let's go through them. I really enjoyed these. They're all square bound, 25 cents. I think they actually, some I think are stapled, but they're all 25 cents covers. So for that time, it was a bit expensive, but they're much thicker. I believe these were 52 pagers. I really like the lamppost and shingle. And you see how that has the price, the number, the date, Skywald, and then the character here, a little sort of avatar that they have there. First issue here is Blazing Six Guns, #1, and starring the Sundance Kid, but also you'll see down here there are other characters here. Geronimo, Doc Holliday, Wyatt Earp, and I believe that's the Mask. Red Mask, maybe? Yeah. I forgot now. That little part is missing. And here's #2. Again, featuring the Sundance Kid, but with other stories in there as well. And that was those only 2 issues for Blazing Six Guns. I'm trying. These are essentially in alphabetical order, I think. Here is Butch Cassidy, #1. And #2. Really, really nice covers and, pretty good comics. Here is the Bravados, #1. Oh, sorry, there's Butch Cassidy, #3. Somebody had kind of colored in here a little bit. But again, these are kind of tough to find. So, and, I'm cheap. So that's Butch Cassidy, #3, and the Bravados, #1. The Bravados were a team. You're going to see them later on another title. A team of kind of diverse characters here. This is the one horror title issue, The Heap. Again, they didn't have a lot of variety in their comics, but this one is like obviously one of the more sought after because of the genre. The Heap, of course, was I believe in Hillman comics way back in the 40s with Airboy, etc. But Skywald somehow acquired them. I'm assuming legally, but who knows. And then we have, this other genre I forgot to mention, the jungle genre. And here we have Jungle Adventures #1, starring Zangar. Yes, that's right, Zangar. And here is number 2. I should have looked through these first and make sure they're all in correct order. And there's a Sheena. I believe those are all reprints from the 50s. And they're, again, number 3. Zangar, kind of a crazy title. He was actually like an actor who got caught in the jungle and got hit in the head and thought he was some kind of Tarzan. I don't know, something like that. It was a bizarre kind of series, I do believe, if I recall correctly. And then this is now this is Sundance Kid. The other one was Blazing Six Gun starring Sundance Kid. Now this is Sundance Kid, his own title. So this is from June 1971, I do believe. And there is number 2. And then finally number 3. I mean, I've worked on these comics. Some of them are kind of rough, so I've had to do a little bit of work, pressing and cleaning and repairing, etc. And then here's Wild Western Action number 3. So that leads me to believe that I have Wild Western Action 1 and 2 somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Here's Wild Western Action featuring the Bravados. As I said, a diverse team, including a lady, Native American, African American. I believe this one of these, I think, is like a Confederate, I think, something like that. Anyway, just a very diverse team. And there is number 2. And then finally number 3 with that really nice train cover. So that is, I do believe, all the Westerns and the Jungle. And then here are the ones that I was missing in my original video, Tender Love Stories. And how I acquired these 4 are quite interesting, right? Because one, I won in a contest. I believe it was from the Classic Comic Collector. I believe I got one in a prize of his. Then I found another one in a dollar bin, and I don't remember which one exactly was which, but here's number 1, and here's number 2. And then the third one, I know I found in an LCS in just a random, like, $3 bin or something like that. I think it might have been this one. This is the toughest one to find. Here, number 3, little protest cover there. And then finally number 4. And I don't remember. I think I found 4 in a convention last year, I do believe. And that's it. Those are all the Skywald comics published back in 1971. Again, not a set that I think most people would ever consider putting together, because there's nothing totally spectacular. There's no superheroes. Again, Western, that Jungle title, that one horror title, and these 4 romance titles. Obviously, they didn't really, I'm assuming they didn't want to compete with DC and Marvel, who had all those great superheroes established since way back when. And so they didn't even try to compete with them. And that was a good choice in a sense, but the line obviously did not last long. Their magazine line lasted a lot longer. So that's it. That's the complete run of Skywald comics for you, including the romance titles this time. So I hope you enjoyed it. I will have a few more of these types of videos coming up, because I'm here in Florida in the Medicaid. So I'm taping 3, 4, or 5 videos while I'm here. So you know, let me know what you think in the comments about this publisher. Do you have any information about them that I missed? Let me know if you know of if you've read any of these, if you know what you think about them. I don't find them to be spectacular comics, but you know, they're good reads overall, I would say. You know, fair to good. Let's put it that way. All right, less than 10 minutes. Great. All right, everybody, be kind to each other, be blessed, and be back. Bye.